I had a lot of people ask me recently how to get into competition type shooting. So in this video I'm going to cover how to get into competition type shooting in your area and to shoot your first match and not look like a complete tool when you do shoot the match. Alright, the first thing you need to realize is finding competition shooting in your area can be a little difficult. It's not impossible, but it can be done. First thing you want to do is check out your local firearms store. Probably your best bet to find a place near you to shoot by, and a lot of guys that work there, they're regulars. They shoot competitions, so they come in for parts a lot. So they're at the gun store a lot, and you know there's a good chance that the gun store owners know them, know what type of competition they shoot. So that's a good place to check. Check your local gun stores, ask around, talk to some people. They'll probably know. Next place you can check is your local shooting clubs. There's a lot of them around here. Believe it or not, if you live in the city, you're probably more likely to have a shooting club around you. So call up, talk to people. If they have around where you can drive up, talk to them. Even if it's an indoor type range, they still do have competition type shooting inside indoor ranges, so you don't got to worry about that. Alright, now that you found your local club, how do you shoot a first match without looking like a total tool? One thing you want to do is, first of all, shoot your own speed. A lot of newbies go in there and they see all these professionals going real fast, so they try to do the same thing. And they drop a lot of points. And I'm going to use this clip for example. I'm not trying to knock the guy in the clip. He's a great shooter. Matter of fact, he's a master class IPSC shooter. Most of the day he would walk my dog. In this first clip, I'm going to show you me shooting. It's me shooting the stage from an open Kelvin ball match, and nothing special. Alright, not bad, right? Not too slow, not too fast. Alright, this next clip, I'm going to show you a master class IPSC shooter shoot the same stage. What the hell is that? The tippy toe. Alright, you see that? It's pretty fast, right? It really was. He shot that, I think it was about 16 seconds flat. Maybe a little over. But believe it or not, I ended up beating him that stage because he dropped too many points. I'm not saying he's a bad shooter, because he's a really good shooter actually. Usually he kicks my butt. But the point is, if you're shooting beyond your accuracy ability, you're going to drop so many points that it ain't going to matter how fast you are, and you're going to lose. So remember, speed is a byproduct versus work in accuracy. Alright, next thing I want to talk about is for you young shooters. You young guys that are not even 18. Don't be intimidated by the older shooters. You can shoot. Believe it or not, most places you can shoot as young up to 13 years old. You must have a parent with you or somebody of age, somebody 18 plus, but you are able to shoot. So don't be afraid about that. And if you are, 13-year-old up to about 17, ask your parents about it. Don't be intimidated. Alright, the biggest thing as a new shooter, what you need to do is you need to show the guys that you're shooting with at clubs or matches that you understand safety. Now, this is the biggest thing that will get you more respect than anything at a shooting club or a match. It's basic for most people because you do it so much, but for newbies, it's a big deal. Range officers watch you like a hawk. A lot of the shooters behind you, competitors themselves, watch you also. If you watch with safety, it'll translate into them disrespecting you in some way. You don't want that. They'll try to help you, I'm sure, if you do make little gigs in here and there. But if you come there showing total lack of safety, sweeping people and all kinds of crap, it's a bad start to shooting. So I advise you to work on any kind of training that you do, safety. Like I said in my safety video, watch your trigger finger placement, watch your muzzle, understand your range, no matter if you're running or moving or whatnot. Always keep the muzzle downrange, and always listen to the SO, safety out. You do these basic things, and trust me, you'll get a lot more respect when you first get into shooting. Alright, next thing I want to talk about is range Nazi clubs. They're bad clubs. Now, what do I mean by this? Basically what I mean is clubs that take themselves too seriously. Safety first, fun second, but for some reason these clubs left out fun all the way. They're all competition, and they have no fun involved in the shooting. And to me that totally depletes the purpose. Sure, I love training, I love being good at it. What's the point, man? I'm here for fun, okay? It's not going to be fun. See ya, whatever, now go do something else. A lot of these clubs take themselves way too seriously. If you find yourself in a club that's like that, let's say you do something wrong, they chew you out for half an hour about it, get out of the club. We've all been there. I'm sure a lot of competition shooters that are watching this video right now have been there. So just do yourself a favor, get out of that club, find a better one. Alright, one thing I wanted to mention is no matter what your color, no matter what your race, no matter what your age, no matter how you look, no matter if you got tattoos, you freaking black, white, green, Hispanic, whatever, get into the shooting sports. I don't give a shit about all those haters out there that think just because I got this freaking beanie hat on, look like some gangster, that I'm a bad person, I can't get into shooting sports. They don't work like that. You don't have to be some super white guy that lives in the country that's been shooting your whole freaking life to get into the shooting sports. It just don't work like that. You might have to fight for your shooting sports. Personally myself, my mom wouldn't let me get into it. My dad, I don't know where the hell he's at. My mom wouldn't let me get into it. She was kind of scared of guns like most people, so I had to fight for my shooting sports. Just notice that when you're trying to get into sports, don't listen to other people. Just because you enjoy firearms in general, enjoy shooting, that doesn't mean you're some fucking serial axe murderer, some rampage shooter fixing to happen. It's not work like that in real life.
Tell them to stop it.
Alright, the last thing I want to talk about is relevancy of practice to your price range. What I mean by this is, no matter how much no matter how good you think you are, you're never going to be able to compete with somebody that practices with 50,000 rounds a year. For instance, that guy we just showed, that Masterclass ISIC shooter, usually what he shoots every year, about 50,000 rounds a year. It's a lot of rounds. Me personally, I'm shooting about 500 a month, and that's you got to take it since that's you shoot my local Kelvin ball, a few official IDP matches here and there, and making these videos for y'all. You know what I mean? So it's really not much when you compare it down to that. So you need to find a balance between your price range and how much you're able to practice. Because sadly, the shooting sport is slowly becoming a rich man's sport, but it is doable for people that don't reload and people that do reload. Alright y'all, that's it. I know it wasn't a big video, but quite frankly, it's hard to keep this fire going and get good light on me and talk at the same time. But talk to some people, find out local matches, and trust me, they'll welcome you more and more. Believe it or not, shooting sports are getting bigger and bigger every year. You might not know it by the laws and media, but shooting sports have grown since the 60s continually, and I mean big time too. So check out your local area, and trust me, no matter what your age, you'll be able to get into it.